Vronsky's face went pale. He wanted to say something but couldn't find the words. He released Anna's hand and looked down. Of course it was his child. Suddenly Vronsky said firmly, "We need to end this secret of life. We should tell your husband everything, then you leave him, and we'll live together." Vronsky didn't want to part with Anna, so he decided they should be together. Anna said to Vronsky with sorrow, "I can't do that. I can't run away and become your mistress." Vronsky couldn't understand why Anna wouldn't leave her current life. He didn't see things from Anna's perspective, especially the biggest obstacle, Seryoza. Whenever Anna thought about her son and how he would view her, or what impact she might have on him, she trembled with fear. Plus, Anna had always suspected that Karenin wouldn't easily grant her a divorce. This tangled situation tormented everyone involved. After seeing Anna like this, Vronsky was unsettled and went to the race. Anna sat in the stands, binoculars in hand, staring intently in Vronsky's direction. She kept blaming herself, feeling like a bad woman. She hated her husband Karenin even more, knowing he was fully aware but still putting on a facade, using lies to protect the poor image of their marriage. At that moment something happened. Vronsky suddenly fell off his horse, and the horse landed heavily on his foot. Vronsky wasn't seriously injured, but the horse broke its back. When Vronsky fell, Anna was extremely anxious and let out a gasp. Her feelings could no longer be hidden. Karenin blocked his wife from view, trying to hide the fact that she was crying over another man. It was extremely embarrassing for him. He said to Anna, "This is the third time I'm reaching out to you. Please don't make a scene here." Anna obediently stood up and left the racecourse with Karenin. On the carriage ride, Karenin kept telling Anna, "Your display of despair over someone else is very unbecoming. I hope it never happens again." He spoke in French, which was the language of the Russian upper class at the time. Anna looked at Karenin's cold face and said without any pretense, "I'm telling you, while I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about Vronsky. I love him. I'm his mistress. Do whatever you want." She uncovered the truth and covered her face with her hands, crying. What was Karenin's reaction to this? He remained motionless, staring straight ahead, with a deathly expression. He said, "All right, but before I take steps to protect my reputation, please maintain some decorum." Karenin had suspected the relationship between his wife and Vronsky, but hearing Anna admit it directly was a blow. Internally, he cursed Anna for being shameless, heartless, and faithless, but he appeared calm on the outside. His only concern now was how to handle this situation in the most dignified and appropriate manner. A duel? But Karenin was naturally timid. The thought of a gun pointed at him made him shiver. What if he were killed or injured? It didn't seem worth it. Divorce? Yes, that would end it, but Karenin said no, divorce would become a public scandal. His political rivals would use it to slander him. Besides, he didn't want to let Anna be with Vronsky. How could they possibly be happy together? How about separation? Karenin felt that wouldn't work either. It would not only embarrass him but also push his wife into Vronsky's arms. After much consideration, Karenin decided that the only solution was to keep Anna by his side, punish her, and cut off her relationship with Vronsky while continuing to keep up appearances. This idea wasn't noble, but it was very practical. After making his decision, Karenin began writing to Anna saying, "Our life should continue as before, as our marriage follows Christian teachings, and you must think about our son." When Anna received this decision, they had a negotiation. The novel describes it like this. Anna entered the study, looked at Karenin and calmly said, "I'm a bad woman, but I'm still the same. I won't change anything." What was Anna saying? Feelings can't be hidden. I won't keep up appearances. I'm willing to pay the price. Karenin looked at Anna with anger and said, "I can overlook the past as long as no one else knows and my reputation remains untarnished. Our relationship can stay as it was, but if you dare to continue damaging my reputation, I will take action." Anna sighed. "So what do you want me to do?" Karenin said. Don't let him come to the house, don't be seen with him, and don't let outsiders or servants gossip. That was Karenin's choice. He didn't care about his wife's love for someone else. He just didn't want others to notice it. He chose compromise and forgiveness, not because he loved Anna deeply, but because divorce would damage his position. What pained him was not his wife's infidelity, but her refusal to conceal her love for another, making him a laughingstock. But Anna was different. After revealing everything and laying it bare, Anna felt a sudden relief inside. If this were today, Anna could divorce her husband and pursue true love, but in that era she couldn't. In 19th century Tsarist Russia, if a woman wanted a divorce and her husband didn't agree, it was an unsolvable problem. The so-called law protected the rights of the ruling class and patriarchy. Karenin and his upper-class society represented both the law and morality. Anna considered the worst possible outcomes. If her affair with her lover was exposed, she could be cast out of her home and ridiculed by everyone. And her son Seryoza, she wouldn't allow her husband to take him away, but he surely would. Anna could never leave her son. Even with all these severe consequences, her husband, family, reputation, and child, Anna resolutely chose her love. She was willing to pay any price and bear the consequences. This was Anna's courage. In contrast to her courage were not only Karenin's hypocrisy but also Vronsky's weakness. Fate seemed to play a cruel joke on Anna. As she became more involved with Vronsky, it became clear that Vronsky was not Anna's true soulmate. When Vronsky learned of Anna's pregnancy, he hoped deeply that she would leave her husband and be with him. But now, upon reflection, he saw many problems with this. His ambition and his love began to clash. If I let her leave her husband, it means she must be with me. But I'm still serving in the army. How can I take her with me? If I do, I would have to resign, and that would ruin my career. Vronsky was an officer, and his comrades advised him, women are an obstacle to a man's career. They always see love as a major issue. It's difficult to love a woman and pursue a career at the same time. Men must make choices. This highlights how men differ from women like Anna. They can disregard emotions because, in their view, some things are more important than feelings. Thus, Vronsky began to feel overwhelmed. The pressures of responsibility and public opinion exhausted him. The pure thrill and pleasure of their affair were gone, and Vronsky even began to grow weary of the relationship. The book contains a passage that says, whether ignited by the soul or desire, love is a dazzling light that illuminates everything, warming and blinding us until the light fades, revealing other realities. These include character and interests, family and environment, status and wealth. They either support or destroy love. The fiercer the love, the colder the world appears when it turns to ashes. Faith in love when lost brings profound despair. This passage, upon careful consideration, is a truth. It clearly explains the contradiction between the purity of love and the various compromises in reality. So, Anna gave birth to her and Vronsky's illegitimate daughter. She nearly died during childbirth. In the middle of the night, Anna fell into a coma, her pulse stopped beating at one point, and her life was at risk. This condition lasted for 3 days, but thankfully Anna pulled through. Karenin came to see Anna and decided to talk to Vronsky. He said, I had decided to divorce before, but seeing her now, I have forgiven her. I will stay with her and won't blame you. I'll let you know if she wants to see you, but for now you should leave. This was surprising. Karenin chose to forgive Anna. This man, who had always been dull and somewhat selfish, showed sympathy for Anna at this moment. It reflects his sense of decency. This made Vronsky realize how base and insignificant he was, and how tragic it all was. When it came time to actually lose Anna, he felt he loved her intensely and was in great pain. He had nearly sacrificed his career for love, and now his ambition was stifled by that very love. Was he now about to lose love as well? Then he would have nothing left. Thinking of this, Vronsky felt he could no longer go on. He was a man of indecision, wanting everything at once, and he was tormented by these choices. Vronsky did something drastic. He took a gun, placed the barrel against his left chest, and pulled the trigger. Bang! He didn't want to live anymore. Although the shot didn't hit his heart, Vronsky lost so much blood that he was unconscious for several days. As he slowly recovered, he felt that by attempting suicide for Anna, he had purged his sins and shame through action. Now, he could start over with a clear conscience. What about Karenin? The child is born and it's not his. He decides to forgive his wife and is even more affectionate toward his son, showing great tenderness to the newborn girl. He still hopes to pretend nothing has happened and continue to live politely. Isn't this the best choice for an adult? Looking at these two men, their actions might differ, but they are both based on calculation. But Anna doesn't want that. She seeks pure feelings, not constant calculations. After regaining her health, Anna still refuses to endure a loveless marriage.